Today, I'm going to be comparing a $1 prosthetic eyeball versus a $10,000 prosthetic eye. Now, I know what you're thinking, a $10,000 prosthetic eye? Yes, they actually make a $10,000 prosthetic eyeball, and well, I got one. So today, we're going to be getting a $1 fake eyeball all the way up to a $10,000 fake eye. This is going to be crazy. So if you're watching this video, drop a like right now, and well, let's do this. So for those of you that don't know, a prosthetic eyeball generally costs about $2,000 to $4,000. And well, I have a lot of prosthetic eyes. Check this out. So here are some of my prosthetic eyeballs. I'm missing a few, but this is a majority of all of the eyeballs that I have. And most of those eyeballs cost about $4,000 to $6,000. And well, today, we're gonna be getting an eyeball that costs double that. And also a few eyeballs that cost $1, $10, $100, and $1,000. We're gonna work all the way up to the $10,000 eyeball. So, let's do it. So the first eyeball that we're gonna start with is a $1 fake eye. Yes, I know what you're thinking. A $1 eye? Yes, they actually make a $1 eyeball, and you are about to see it. So let's begin with this $1 eye. Here is the $1 eyeball. It is a googly eye. That's right, for the $1 eyeball, we have a googly eye, and I'm gonna be putting this thing in right now, and it's probably not gonna work because, well, it is a $1 eyeball and a googly eye, but the good thing about this eyeball is that the pupil actually moves. So this is actually a very big advantage. So let's put this googly eyeball in for the $1 eyeball and see if it actually works. Okay, it feels good in my eye socket, so let's see how it looks. Honestly, it's not that bad. For a $1 eyeball, I will take it. I will mark the $1 eyeball as a success. So now that we're done with the $1 eyeball, we're gonna be adding 10 times more money to our next eyeball. We're gonna be trying in a $10 fake eye. So let's do it. And here is our $10 eye. So this $10 eyeball is actually an eyeball that is made of Legos. That is right, this eye is made of Legos and it costs about $10. So let's put this thing in and see if it fits. Okay, well, I already know that it fits because I actually made a video of me making this eyeball out of Legos. But let's put this thing in and see what it looks like. I believe it's gonna look better than the $1 eyeball. So here we go, let me adjust it a little bit. Okay, here is the $10 eyeball. Honestly, it doesn't feel as good as the $1 eyeball, but it does look a lot better. It looks a little bit more realistic. So this eyeball, I would say it's not really a success. It's not really a fail. You get what you buy, and $10 for a fake eyeball just really isn't it. So that eyeball really isn't a success or a fail. It's just in the neutral zone. So now let's go on to our next eyeball, which is even 10 times more expensive, a $100 eye. And here is our $100 eye. This $100 eyeball definitely looks a lot more realistic than the $1 eye or the $10 eyeball. But if you think this eye looks realistic, just wait until we get to the $10,000 eyeball at the end of the video. It is freaking insane. But for now, this $100 eyeball looks pretty good. So let's put this thing in. So for those of you guys that don't know, I actually made this eyeball by myself. That is right. And the eyeball itself only cost about $50 to make. But the resin, like the clear part on the eyeball, cost about $80. So that means this eyeball is worth about $100. And as you guys can tell, it definitely looks a lot better than the $1 eye and the $100 eyeball. However, it doesn't really fit my eye socket the best because I made it by myself. And it's definitely a lot brighter and doesn't look as realistic. But honestly, for making an eyeball by myself, I would definitely say that this one is a success. The only con about this eyeball is that it just doesn't fit right. But other than that, this eyeball is honestly pretty good, and it even moves around a little bit. So I would say the $100 eyeball is a success. But now that we're done with the $100 eyeball, we are now going to go up 10 times more expensive to $1,000 We've already done a $1 eye, a $10 eye, a $100 eye, and now we're going even crazier to a $1,000 eyeball. So let's see it. Here is our $1,000 eye. Now this eyeball is gonna make the other three look awful because, well, it is 10 times more expensive than the last one. So let's check out this $1,000 eyeball. Just check that out. It is crazy. It even has veins, and it's also the same color as my actual eyeball. So I honestly think that this eyeball is obviously gonna be a success, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to put it in right now. So while I'm doing this, everyone drop a like on the video right now. Let's see if we can get this video to 10,000 likes, and let's see what this $1,000 eyeball looks like. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, not gonna lie, this one looks super, super realistic. There's nothing to even say about it. It almost matches my real eyeball. But the question is, how can this one be beaten by a $10,000 eye? And well, I'm here to tell you that it can, and honestly, my $10,000 eyeball, you can't even tell which one is my fake eye and which one is my real eye. So I would say the $1,000 eyeball is a success, and that leaves us with one more left. You guys know it. It is a $10,000 fake eyeball, so let's see it. After getting 4 eyeballs that are 10 times more expensive than the last, we have finally reached our most expensive eyeball, the $10,000 eye. Here is our $10,000 eyeball. This thing looks absolutely crazy. And here is our $10,000 eyeball next to our $1 eyeball. Obviously, the $10,000 one beats that one. So now let's compare it to our $10 eyeball, which is our Lego eye. And obviously, our realistic eyeball wins again. So now let's compare it to our $100 eye. And obviously, our realistic $10,000 eyeball takes the win again. So now let's compare it to our $1,000 eyeball. This is gonna be a pretty close race. And yeah, by far, the $10,000 eyeball has more veins, and this one is just dark and dull. So now it is time to put in our $10,000 eyeball and see how realistic this looks. So here we go. I'm gonna put it in. All right, you guys, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Yo, you can't even tell which eyeball is real and which eyeball is fake. It fits perfect. And honestly, I would say that this was by far worth $10,000. But with that being said, maybe next time I will get a $100,000 fake eyeball because I know they actually make them because they put gold inside of them a little bit. So that would be crazy. So if this video blows up, I will definitely get a $100,000 fake eyeball for the next time I do this. Yeah, that would just be absolutely insane. So make this video blow up. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video, and I will see you in a couple of days. Peace!